Do, do, do. That appears to be good. That appears good. This looks good. All right. I think we even got a notification. How's everybody doing? Hopefully quite well. Been a pretty crazy few days in the NFL, I would have to say, huh? A lot of really wild shit's gone down. A major investigation that no one really knew was happened, and the results were pretty shocking. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about the 15-second ads. YouTube's made them completely unskippable, so unless you get real lucky on the second one and it's got the skippable ad. What up, Kenny? What's up, Wade? Yeah, I said I was doing a couple streams tonight. Hopefully enough people want to tune in and we can have a fun chit chat about the old Lions. We can talk about, let's see, I have a few things I want to talk about, like not like right away, but like during the stream. There's the Lions gambling situation, Derrick Henry trade rumors, and also there's been like this weird thing going on in the media the last, I think, couple weeks, and it seems like there's this weird coordinated effort by something or some force to make CJ Stroud seem like a bad quarterback, and I'm not sure what it is. What's up, Jacob? You're good, man. For sure, Wade. I'll see you. I'll see you when you get back. So I'm also quite curious. What's up, though, Jacob? If I didn't say that, why all of a sudden CJ Stroud has went from a consensus top guy to no? He's like bad news. He's like, they're like bringing up how they're like misrepresenting what he got on his Wonderlic score pretty bad. They're saying he only got an 18, which isn't true. He scored in the 18th percentile, which isn't great, but it's not an 18. Panthers are winning. Yeah, hopefully they keep winning. The Michigan Panthers. You think Thursday? Yeah, it'll probably come up pretty soon. Now that the talks have resumed. But yeah, there's been quite a few crazy things. So yeah, so I don't know. What are you guys thinking on some of this stuff? Do you think Stroud's being intentionally sabotaged by a team that really wants him to like fall in the draft? Maybe the Raiders are playing a little bit of dirty. I don't know. Teams play dirty, so they lost. Well, before the stream get started, I wanted to bring up this slight thing. What's up? Really, then why did you need to ask? The Raiders? Well, yeah, they have Jimmy G, but it sounds like the Raiders are still open to competition at quarterback. I was watching this YouTube and they were doing a mock draft, and I get an impression that people forgot or just think the Patriots defense is not. Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, people are like, they desperately need this, and this, and it's like, not really. We were nearly a playoff team with no offense. How is that possible? I always want people to finish. I like to do fill in the blanks with stuff like that, where it's like, your team is bad. It's like, all right, well, we were one win away from the playoffs with no offense to speak of. How does that happen? Like, the only problem with the Patriots secondary is that all those guys are like 5'10". Like, they're all really good corners. They're all corner ones. Like, I don't like, that's really the only reason we need to draft a corner, and why any draft expert is saying that corner is a top need for the Patriots, is this one reason. The one reason is that like we're really short. We need some size in our secondary. Otherwise, and they're all very young. Other than Jonathan Jones, they're all in their first year. They're all in like their second or third years. So, and again, size is always like a big concern with secondary. You don't want to have like too short of a bunch of guys. What's up, Jags? Because again, that could kind of mess things up and just complicate things. Hey, we have 5 likes. If everyone could drop a like on the stream and get it going, that'd be helpful. We've only gotten 2 since we've gotten started. So, if you haven't, it'd be helpful. I'd appreciate it. I don't know. Somewhere. I don't know. I don't think there's not really a big market for Zeke. He's kind of fallen off pretty quick, and he probably wants a little too much money, but he'll probably get signed by somebody once things get going in terms of like training camp or right before training camp opens. That's fine. No, it's all good. I think once we get about 10 minutes into everything going, we'll talk about the Lions. I think that's going to be the funnest, like, immediate topic to get going into. Mainly because it's like, well, this is the probable biggest bit of news, I would have to say. We'll see if anyone sticks around. We'll see how well the stream does tonight. But pretty crazy. Another gambling scandal. Or not gambling scandal has hit the league. And I am wondering how long it's going to be until they have to reconfigure everything about like the relationships with like betting leagues and all these like betting services that they're letting people do in the NFL. It's starting to look like it might be sort of a bad idea to let players do any form of betting, even on other sports. Because now it's like, oh, you didn't bet on the games. You bet within a mile of your team's facility. Now you're suspended for 6 games. Seems like that's kind of like a happy load of horse shit, in my opinion. It's like, what, they can't gamble? They can't even gamble on a sport not in the thing? What's the point then? Why are they allowed to gamble at all if they can't gamble on like baseball if they happen to be like on a team jet? It's just like, wow, that sucks. What if they're like, for example, is it team facilities if they're like picked up by a team driver and being driven around and they're just checking their lines, and they place a bet? It's like, oh, well, there goes 6 games. Yeah, I just don't understand. I don't know. I think it was a mistake for these leagues to partner up. It should always just been a very quiet partnership where they just do this, because now we have this. Everybody's already probably heard already, most of this news that the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders had 1 player. The Lions have lost 4 players: Quintez Cephus, CJ Moore. Let me get the names directly. Jameson Williams, the big name. So it's Jameson Williams, Quintez Cephus, Stanley Berryhill, and CJ Moore, and Washington Commanders Shaka Toney. Williams and Barrefield received 6-game suspensions because those 2 did not bet on actual NFL action. The only thing that they bet on was kind of the thing we were just talking about, was, NFL related. They were on NFL property or in their team facilities, and they like bet on the like some games. So they got suspended for 6 games for that, which is pretty stupid, but I mean, the rules are the rules on that. And then for Quintez Cephus, CJ Moore, and Shaka Toney, they apparently bet on NFL games, which is why they received year-long suspensions. Well, indefinite suspensions, much like Calvin Ridley. A league review uncovered no evidence indicating any inside information was used or that any game was compromised. So it sounds like they did their due diligence on these guys, and they're probably going to get a similar suspension length as Calvin Ridley got. And I believe the Lions let go a few coaches as well. So it kind of sounds like Barry, Hill, and Williams kind of just got screwed over. Like they were just sort of like, and we're going to make examples out of these guys. Not going to lie. Because the other guys, like, yeah, if you're betting on NFL action, there's nothing you can do. Like, there's really no way around that. That you're lucky they don't kick you out of the league. I'll have the same stance I took with Ridley in that he's lucky it was just the season, you know. These guys will be lucky that it's just a season. For example, the Lions have cut Quintez Cephas and CJ Moore. Quintez Cephas was always kind of like one of them borderline roster players as it is, right? He had no room to do this. Whereas CJ Moore, he's supposed to be their starting safety this year, or at least one of the like key members of their secondary. So, you know, he's gone, and now the Lions have to kind of go back to the drawing board at safety, which kind of might indicate what they might do with their second pick in the round. At least if you were a gambling man, you would probably consider that like Brian Branch is probably very much in play now for them at that pick. I mean, unless some, you know, now that safety's kind of like right there again. Yeah, but you need more than one safety. I believe Kirby Joseph also plays free safety, and CJ was a strong safety. And I know that CJ Gardner-Johnson can play strong safety, so that's not like the biggest thing, but still you need like 3 or 4 safety. Like the NFL is not the same. It's not one safety. It's like arguably you probably should have 4 out there. Yeah, 3 to 4 at least. It's like mandatory in today's NFL. Because if you want to run 2 linebackers, you can run multiple safeties, and that's maybe a little bit more effective right now until the league brings back like power running a little bit more like frequently. There's only like 3 teams that power run right now or run with any like real impunity or effectiveness. Otherwise it's just, you know, you just kind of like play on the weak pass or like weak quarterback runs and shit and just kind of take it out. So yeah, I don't know. Kind of sucks for the Lions, but I guess the one thing the Lions do have working for them, all the players that other than Jameson Williams that got in trouble are relatively no-namers. For like the grand scheme. Oh, there's a fucking fly, dude. It won't go away. Annoying ass bug. Like it's like I don't know who Stanley Berryhill is. Quintez Cephas again is like a guy who might have been cut anyway. CJ Moore is the only really bad one, and of course Jameson Williams, but he's only gone for 6 games. So it's kind of like a limited damage. They didn't lose like any of the offensive line, their defensive line, their linebacking core that's really starting to improve, their quarterback, their running backs. They didn't lose any like star receivers last year. So it's kind of like just one of them like bunch of, I mean, it's like impactful, but if it's only these guys, it's like, oh, that's not the end of the world. Now, if it would have been like Aiden Hutchinson, James Houston, and Penei Sewell, and Jared Goff all going down, and be like, well, there goes their season. Yeah, they didn't lose St. Brown. They didn't lose Khalif Raymond. They didn't lose. They have You know what's funny is now that them signing Marvin Jones suddenly makes a hell of a lot more sense if you think about it. You may be wondering, like, why the hell did they bring in Marvin Jones to that team? It seems like they don't need him. And then you go, got it. Now I know why they signed they signed Marvin Jones probably right when this investigation started. They went, oh, well, we're about to lose a couple guys. So that suddenly makes a bit more sense. Because at first I wasn't too certain as to why you'd bring in like, you know, that kind of guy where it's like, the fuck, is he even gonna make the team? Because when you look at it from the outside, it's like arguably he's Like, see, I don't know if Marvin Jones at this age and at this stage of his career is a better receiver than like a Quintez Cephas, who again, not the greatest receiver, but works well in Detroit. Worked well in Detroit. He's gone now. Played well with the system and was, is like a decent young receiver. But here comes Marvin Jones. I'm like, I already thought Quintez was gonna get cut. Marvin Jones. Oh, now I see why they had to. Yeah, they still have Amon-Ra, DeAndre Swift. They still have the running back David Montgomery, so they'll be all right. They still got Dan Campbell, their offensive coordinator. Is there anything else? 2 straight years where this has happened, though. Yeah, I can't believe they were able to pick him up from inside of the division. Yeah, that was a good pickup. And it's not much more than what they had to pay for Jabal. It seems like that's quite the upgrade. But I don't know. I think that's probably good enough on that. Doesn't seem like that's generating any kind of conversation from anybody. So we'll see how that affects the Lions season. I don't think it'll hurt them too much, but I mean, I guess we'll see, right? Yeah, we have 8 likes too. We're getting up there. We might even hit 10. Yeah. I know some people have brought it up, but other than the safety, do you think it changes anything the Lions? No, not really. Other than they maybe take Brian Branch, who I already thought they were going to take it with the second pick anyway. Nah. Nah, because they're getting Jameson back after 6 games anyway. It's like, and again, Quintez Cephas wasn't gonna probably make the team anyway. They signed Marvin Jones. They're pretty set. It just seems like Branch is gonna wind up in Detroit. We'll see though. I could be wrong on that. It just seems like what they might do. Especially now. That's again with CJ Moore being a safety, it kind of does change a little bit. I think what they maybe didn't want to use that second pick, maybe trade it, but things change. There's other stuff that's going on as well. I don't know if anyone's really heard too much, but apparently Derrick Henry's on his way to being an Eagle. For some reason, there's been almost zero reputable sources talking about it or reporting about this or giving any sort of credence or talk to it. But one random guy with kind of a gibberish name said that it was going to be a big trade, and it just hasn't happened. So. Guessing people don't really want to do this stream tonight. No, other than Mike, no one's really talking too much or participating. So might just end it pretty quick here tonight. So because me and Mike can just chat in the Discord and I can upload videos or something if people aren't going to really say much. Kind of boring. Yeah, it'd be quite the pickup for the Eagles if they got Derrick Henry, though. So recover him, I can't believe. Yeah, it's a pretty bad problem if you're a Lions fan. It's a tough life. Your team's a bunch of cheat the game degenerates. Honestly, they're worse than the Patriots. Like, we don't play with the integrity of the game. We just film teams, and everyone weirdly thought that somehow was cheating when teams watch film all the time. Honestly, if my team got caught doing that, all I have to say further is if you're a Patriots fan and it came out that like 4 of our players were gambling, they'd shut our team down. It wouldn't be as easy as the Lions players all got off on this. They'd literally just shut the whole fucking thing down. Sell the team off to fucking Oklahoma, and that'd be the end of the New England Patriots. Even if one player got caught, they'd just be like, that's that. We're done with this team. Like, all I did was gamble on a Red Sox game at the facility. Yeah, that's the death penalty for this franchise. Thank goodness it was the Lions who got caught doing this. Holy shit. J-Mo didn't even really do anything. It's kind of silly that Jameson's like caught up in this whole situation. It's like, well, these rules got to be changed a little bit. And Jameson understands he like broke the rules. There's not much he can do about it. He it's kind of like a blatant situation. No, it's a suspension. It's a suspension. They're very tight on the gambling rules. They don't really like give wiggle room at all. There's no like even with Calvin Ridley's situation being as understandable as it was, there was no room to wiggle on it. The league snitch on everybody. Oh, he's starting to buck out, J-Mo. Yeah. Nah, it's like automatic. They report all player activity to the leagues, good or bad, nefarious or not. Even if you're at your house just betting on slots or horse races, they're sending that to the league. Oh, he's just he's just active on I don't know. He's just retarded sometimes on social media. I don't know. Having a good time. I don't look too much into like player stuff on social media. I'm gonna be honest. It might be just like I'm from the internet type situation. I spend a lot of time on here, so I don't really take it too much seriously. But. See, now he has to kind of sit back and be a little bit humble because it's like, man, you made a mistake. Now you're damaged goods. Pretty sure if you get in trouble again for gambling, they'll kick your ass out of the league. I'm not kidding about that either. I think this is like a 2-strike you're out situation. Like one time you get in a little trouble, and then the next time they'll just throw you out the league. It is going to be his year. I still think Jameson's going to have a huge year. He's just going to miss 6 games of production. Kind of unfortunate, but you sort of do things like that to yourself. It's not like he was just chilling, being a normal guy, kicking back, and then all this craziness happened to him. You're moving wrong. You gotta move a little smarter than that. Hopefully that just kind of serves as a small wake up for him, and he starts, unless he just really wants out of Detroit and he's trying to do like all the petty small shit he could think of to get traded. He's like, I never wanted to be here in the first place. Then again, it always goes back to my initial point of just ask for a trade. It's like with some, it's people, I'm just like, I don't think it's that difficult. The worst they'll say is no. And if that's already happened, that's why you're acting out. All you're doing is ruining your trade value. Then you're going to wind up on some shitty team that doesn't have nearly as good a situation for you to thrive in, and you just get worse and worse, and then you're just a bust. I don't think going that route's the way it's going to work. It worked for Jalen Ramsey because, like, he'd already proven to be really, really good when he started doing that. You know, starting acting up. You got to have that really strong rookie year to be that guy. I just took him. Well, it's getting awkward. Things will be fine. We'll see. That one, again. If he doesn't want to be there, he should ask for a trade. And he probably would have. And he probably would. That's just how I've always looked at those things. Unless he's a pussy. And he's afraid to go ask for trades. And then again, it's like, well, whatever. He just wanted to be an Eagle, that's all. He thought he was going to Philadelphia, but we snaked everybody. Oh well. Again, the Lions got very lucky that the majority of the players that got busted in this were like extremely mid-range players for them. I know CJ Moore is projected to be a starter, but if they just draft Brian Branch, then you got a better safety already, I'm pretty sure. It's just like, yeah, it's like 80%. He's probably just better than Branch. You know, at least halfway better than him. Like, here's CJ Moore, and then like Brian Branch is like right there already compared to him. You know, unless we don't think Bama safeties are good. He didn't even play on this. Oh. I'm gonna be honest then. Not only one person getting in trouble makes any difference on that team. I didn't know that even. Holy shit, really? I thought he was a regular safety. We have 9 likes. If everybody who hasn't left a like, which I don't think anybody hasn't, but if you guys haven't, consider doing so. We'll have 10 whole likes on this. Okay, so that's good to know. So really, it doesn't matter at all. It's just literally just a little CJ Moore and then kind of Jameson. Glad we got away with that, Mike. I'm glad that we got. Oh, that's right. You're right. That's right. Mike, we dodged a bullet on that one. Filthy gambler. We almost got our whole team took away from us. Look how close we came to almost being eliminated from the NFL. Look at this, Mike. They'd have said he did that as a Patriot somehow, even though he hasn't played here yet. Yeah, look how close we were to not existing. You guys don't understand how scary this is if you're a Patriots fan, some shit like this happening, because they'll shut everything down. Like, we just won't have a season. If you think I'm kidding, okay, sure. We lost like fucking multiple first-round draft picks because Tom Brady fucked up. Had nothing to do with, they're like, had nothing to do with anybody except Tom Brady. The framing would have been hilarious. They'd have been like Patriots star safety. It wouldn't even been set potential. It would have been just like long-time Patriot. Longtime Patriots star who exemplifies everything about the New England culture, CJ Moore, who Belichick called his greatest asset and one of his favorite young cerebral players. What the fuck? This has never been once said. Belichick's, quote, handpicked protege, quote, Robert Kraft trusts with all his money to make all his gambling predictions. Like, why is this real? What is this? They'd be like, we're taking 17 first-round picks from the Patriots. That's 17 years worth of draft picks. We're taking those, finding them $100 million, and they're forfeiting all games in the 2023-2024 NFL season. And every team gets to do a player draft and take one or two good players from their team each. They will rebuild with nothing. In a different city. They will become the Oklahoma City Patriots. But what? We didn't even have it. And I know this because we got in big trouble for Tom Brady doing this for Deflategate. The thing they blamed solely on Tom Brady, the organization lost draft picks over. I don't even know how that's possible. What? So some guy did something without any order of the team, without anyone on the team knowing, but the team gets in trouble for it. That's crazy. And you know what's funny is no one's telling me I'm wrong, that if this was the Patriots, that some crazy shit wouldn't have went down. You know I'm right. We'd never be allowed to draft again. They'd just be like, yeah, that's it for this team. That's the end of any formal drafting for the Patriots. So what do we think is happening with CJ Stroud? In a different direction a little bit. Do we think he's being, what's the word, blackballed, as some people like to call it? Not blackballed, but do we think he's being, like, maligned, mistreated, character assassinated, I think is the best word right there, for whatever reason? Because I can't think of a reason as to why he'd be getting shit upon, unless a team just really wants him to fall in the draft, and such a thing is impossible without, you know, the character assassination attempt. Because it is weird. Talk of his Wonderlic score being wildly misrepresented, saying he only scored an 18 when he scored in the 18th percentile. A bunch of small things that feel very, very deliberate. Yeah. I remember now. Yeah, I remembered what the move was. Glad we didn't get that guy. Jets and Pats. What trade are we making with the Jets? I think we've only traded with them one time in the last 21 years. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, we don't trade with them. We're like mortal enemies with them cocksuckers. My team's got real beef with them, and it's hilarious. Don't we all recognize this? This is the same thing that happened to the Niners. Yeah, Raiders seem to be the team that has to be fucking with people like with CJ Stroud stock. Like something weird feels like it's going on. Can't quite put my finger on what it is and why it's happening, but it seems to sure be happening. Sorry, I was just looking at something real quick, trying to read. Yeah, I just wonder what suddenly is like all this talk of him being like a lazy, like non-motivated player, kind of missing out on camps that he's invited to, like the Manning Passing Academy thing, and like just a bunch of weird stories that I'd never heard about or like seen as a like character concerns with him. And suddenly there's like these mountain of like concerns. Everyone's like, "Oh, he really sucks." And it's just like, what is this? Um, and then you know you see like his teammates kind of come out and push against those narratives. Players that know him come out and push against them, and I'm like, so what's the truth here? Um, and then you see the exact way that the way that you can kind of tell that it is purposely being misrepresented. Because again, you know, you could always see like, well, of course, his friends and players are going to try and help him out, help him get into the league and everything. They're going to stick up for one of their buddies. I think he's well liked amongst players and everything. So that's kind of like, all right, you can kind of trust that perspective. You can kind of trust Stroud's perspective. You can kind of trust the league's like the media's perspective a little bit on like him being maybe not the like strongest like person right there. Which mock draft? You know, you could see why the media might think that if that's the kind of information. But then again, you have to again look at the way that they're reporting um the Wonderlic score reports. And they're saying he got an 18 when that's not true. I think he got a much higher score than that. I think he scored in the 18th percentile. Now, that's a little bit higher than 18. I don't know exactly what his score would have been, but 18th percentile is a way different thing than scoring 18 out of like 52 or something. You see the difference there? And then I'm like, so they're misrepresenting the fuck out of. Oh, the 7-round mock on the newsfeed. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, I think I could just click on it and it'll open. I don't know what's in it. It's round 6. Go to round 1. Oh, it's an ad. Fucking shit. Who's the? It's Chad Reuter. There's a whole bunch of other people. Who's this guy got the Lions taken? Devin. Oh, look at that, Chase. When did this draft come out? April 21st. So this was a couple days ago. Chase gets his guy. They got Will Anderson. They got Will Levis going too. An interesting mock. CJ Stroud going to the Colts. Be funny. Seattle gets Tyree. Lions get Witherspoon. Yeah, they always they always say it right away. Miami had to forfeit a pick for cheating. It's like, New England Patriots get Broderick Jones. That'd make a lot of sense. We kind of need that. I always like seeing us not take a retarded player, and I'm like, all right, that works. I don't mind that. That's a good one. Let's see what the Lions do with their next pick. Cansey? Yeah, Chase, you were ahead of the curve on that. Or the curve, sorry. And the Lions get Cansey. I've heard this name suddenly shooting up a lot of boards, and I'm not really sure why. Who do the Packers wind up with? What's up, Max? How's it going? Paris Johnson Jr. That'd be a pretty solid pickup. Yeah, I don't know why. They just, every time it's fucking Bijan Robinson. If you guys can get Paris Johnson at 15, that's a really good pick. Yeah, I know. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, we're good. I'm happy. I would almost be like, why the fuck didn't the Patriots take? See, that's my problem with this. Why would the Patriots not take Paris Johnson? You know, like, you know what I mean? It's just, that's fucking crazy to me that they wouldn't take him. See, now I don't like the Patriots pick. When I look at that, I'm like, wait a minute. He's a Packers fan. That makes sense. Yeah, we would have taken Paris. We'd have taken the actual guy who can immediately go play right tackle for us. Yeah, it's a great. Let's see what he says in round 2 happens. Let's see. Even though I kind of only want to look at round 1s. They're a lot better. No, I don't care about any of that. We have that high of a pick? Wait, we got the 36th pick? When did that happen? Wait, what? Oh, is this a trade with the Rams? Yep, okay. Projected trade with the Rams. No, if we can get Brian Branch in round 2, that's a W. That would be the trade win for us. Yeah, it's a trade. Let's see. Where'd the Lions get? Where we at? Green Bay gets Darnell Washington en route at pick 42. That'd be pretty good. Green Bay also picks up Mozzie Smith. Projected trade with the Jets. Yeah, I wonder where that trade comes from. And then Green Bay also gets Jonathan Mingo in this round. So Green Bay would have Jonathan Mingo, Mozzie Smith, and Darnell Washington. That'd be a good draft. Jesus Christ. He's winning the draft for his team. The Rams would take BJ Ojolari with the trade with the Pats. Here come the Lions. They take Noah Sewell. Wouldn't be a bad pickup at linebacker, to be honest. Gonna be real with you. That's actually not a bad snag. And Tucker Kraft, South Dakota State tight end. Yeah, he's starting to do the fuck with the team picks. Because he doesn't like those teams, so he's like, here we go. Oh, Jonathan Ringo? Yeah, if the Packers actually pull that off, that's a great draft for them. What the Browns get? When the Browns start picking again this year? Round 3? Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with Mingo. I think he might be underrated. Oh, there we go. There's the Browns pick 74. Zach Evans, a running back. That'd be hilarious. They come in and they go, Zach Evans. I'd be like, damn, that's brutal. They really just add in some more running backs here. Oh, never mind. We do the same thing. We go with Kendre Miller. I hope we don't do that. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think you guys have other issues. Then you guys get Jordan Battle. Damn, you guys definitely are winning this draft. If you're a this guy's draft is definitely a W for the Packers. DeJuan Jones all the way at pick 79. That'd be kind of a steal. Lions take a quarterback in the 3rd round. Okay. Aiden O'Connell. Yeah, he's fucking around now. He's just in help the Packers territory at this point. He's getting battled too. That's pretty crazy. Oh, and the Vikings just trade away a pick. I don't think they've picked yet in this draft. Yeah, I also think that they're just going to trade compensation. Dude, the 49ers get all the compensation picks this year. It's really crazy. Patriots pick up Brenton Strange, another tight end, even though we've already drafted a tight end in this draft. So I guess the Patriots are going to double dip for tight ends for some reason. BJ Thompson for the Packers. Let's see. Any other teams? Browns in the next round take DeMarian Overshown. Yeah, not really a whole lot. This is the boring parts where I don't know anybody. Let's look at someone else's mock draft. Yeah, his mock gets pretty crazy as it gets going. That'd be a massive steal. Yeah, this guy really started at some point just kind of fucking around and stop taking. Let's see what Peter Schrager has to say. Peter Schrager has this being the top 2 picks, so he has a trade. Okay. He thinks the Colts and Texans somehow. So I don't mind Peter Schrager. I actually don't think he's a stupid guy. I doubt they're going to let this happen. Max watched the linebacker out of Eastern Michigan. That dude is some ass. I hope Drake Wick gets drafted. But, like, I don't really see the Texans giving this pickup to one of their division rivals, a team that actually has some smoke with. You know what I mean? It just feels like I don't know about this happening here. Mainly because, again, my personal belief is Anderson's going to the Texans. But it's interesting to see somebody predict the trade. And then Tyree will. See, why would they do this? See, this is what I don't understand. Like, they'll have a team like the Texans. Oh, shit. Hold on. I dropped some frames. All right, we should be good now. We recovered into the green. Why wouldn't they just stay there? And I mean, I know they can get more, but it's like, is the gap between Tyree Wilson and Will Anderson that small? Hold on, I'm sticking in. Hold on, my internet's being kind of gay. Is it back to good? What's Ramirez and oh. All right, looks like it's fixed back up. As soon as I said something. Come on now. Hasn't done this in a few weeks. Don't know why suddenly tonight decided to do that. A little annoying. But yeah, anyway, I don't really see why they would go with this guy there. It seems a little crazy. Anthony Richardson, that makes a lot of sense. Well, that means guess who falls to Jalen Carter? The Lions in Peter Schrager's draft. You're not having any issues? Well, that's good to know. Thanks, Kenny. I'm just, it says I'm dropping a couple frames. So I was just letting people know in case it was getting a little choppy on their end, as to maybe why. Yeah, we have 10 likes on the stream. I appreciate that. We actually hit double digits on this. That's pretty crazy. Fourth round talent getting first round hype. Let's see. So Jalen Carter would be a great pickup. Again, that'd be one hell of a goddamn defensive line. Does he have more than one out, Schrags? No, just one. That's fine. We'll look at a couple of them. I want to kind of see what the experts are saying. This ain't a bad first round. You got the Raiders getting Skoronski. I could see that. Skoronski's flying up boards, I've noticed. Nolan Smith. That's the earliest I think I've seen Nolan Smith go, actually. Christian Gonzalez. That'd be pretty to the Bears. That's a top 10 pick for Bijan Robinson would be pretty crazy. Hendon Hooker to the Titans. All right. All right. Schrager's done. Will Levis at pick 12 to the Texans. That'd be okay. Who'd they pick again? Tyree Wilson and if they do that, I really hope they actually just like get Will Anderson. New York, they get Broderick Jones. Oh, looks like we get Chase's guy. That'd be pretty cool if we picked up the guy that Chase wants. And the Packers wind up with Smith and Jigba. Lions pick up Joey Porter Jr. with their second pick. Not bad. Betting sites have Tyree going before Anderson and Carter. That'd be crazy if that happens. I personally don't see it. That'd be a good pickup. Michael Mayer to the Chargers. Yeah, I don't get what the hell everyone sees in Tyree Wilson. Brian Branch to the Jaguars, not bad. Zay Flowers all the way to 25 to the Giants. That'd be quite a steal. Darnell Washington to the Bengals would make a lot of sense. Mango to the Saints. That'd be a little bit of a reach. Tyree Wilson reminds me a lot of Trayvon Walker last year. Just a guy who shot up out of nowhere. Let's look at what Adam Rank's mock draft looks like. Oh god, this is gonna be garbage. Oh, we're probably not gonna be live for too much longer. It's been a fun stream. I just, never really got going. It's been fun though. It's been a fun night. I just think it's my channel my channel's very seasonal with the way it works. You want this to be the best draft for the Packers? Well, it might not be the most flashy draft for you guys. All right, let's see what Adam Rank has to say. Eesh. All right, let's see. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, pretty safe so far. Will Anderson Jr., pretty common. Devin, oh wow, this is the first kind of surprise of the draft. Devin Witherspoon jumps into the top 5 in Rank's draft, so interesting. Jalen Carter goes 5. The Lions take Tyree Wilson, so they take the shitty pick. Christian Gonzalez goes to the Raiders. Falcons take Van Ness all the way up at 8. That's a wild reach. The Bears take Jackson Smith and Jigba. Makes sense. Oh, is there anything else? Texans pick up Keelan White with their. That's a wild reach too. Let's see. Porter Jr. goes to the Patriots. The Packers take Dalton Kincaid over Murphy. Wow, this is a pretty crazy draft. Lions pick up Darnell Washington with their second pick. This isn't the best draft. Jalen Hyatt all the way in the first round. Your prospects are Jalen Hurts, Will Anderson, CJ Stroud, Bijan Robinson, and Devin Witherspoon. Yeah, mine probably something similar. Like, I'd probably go with Anderson, Carter. I don't know. Quite a fall off after that. You can kind of argue all the way around. Yeah, after those two, it feels like it's such a fall off. Because again, I don't like the quarterbacks in this class, so that kind of like puts a weird damper on like the way I see the class. You know what I mean? Let's see what Maurice Jones-Drew has. Oh wow, he's gonna say he's gonna say the Panthers take Anthony Richardson, Carter, Young, Anderson, Witherspoon, Stroud. Yeah, you guys like the quarterback. CJ Stroud going 2. Bryce Young goes 3 with the trade with the Cardinals. So interesting. Cardinals trade back a pick and take Tyree Wilson. Panthers or the Seahawks take Will Anderson. That'd be quite the twist. And the Lions wind up with Jalen Carter in this one. So that's kind of cool. Kind of like the way this one's going. It's a little different. Skoronski goes 9. Texans pick up Jackson Smith and Jigba as well. So that'd be quite a good round for them. They get the quarterback Stroud. They get the receiver in Jigba. Oh, yeah. Well, they seen his pro day and he couldn't throw that well. The Patriots wind up with Devin Witherspoon. Is he tall? If he is, then I'm fine with the pick. And then the Packers take up Zay Flowers. They may fall to 18. Shit. Harris John. The Lions get Joey Porter with their second pick, which wouldn't be bad. I think people are forgetting how good Joey Porter Jr. can be. Why would... Whatever. Is the guy from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer, a better tight end than Dalton Kincaid? Or am I like Kincaid or whatever? Or am I like completely just missing out on how good that guy is? Oh, wow. She still has Stroud going number 1. Cynthia Freeland. Let me see. Lions taking Cansey all the way up at... What the fuck? I hate when people do this, dude. When people just pretend like the Lions are still shitty at what they're doing. they could take Jalen Carter, but they take Cansey. This might be the most retarded thing I think. All right, well, I don't want to see the rest of this one. That's crazy. McShay. Oh, McShay's draft. Okay. I'll take a peek at that. Yeah, fuck that. All right, this is a bad draft. We got Devin Witherspoon still, so that's kind of fun. Jackson Smith and Jigba goes to the Packers. The Lions get Dalton Kincaid. Wow, she really hates the Packers or the Lions. Not really sure what her beef is. McShay's thinking Bryce Young, then Stroud to the Panthers, then Will Anderson, then Anthony Richardson to the Colts. Jalen Carter gets to Detroit, or well, Detroit gets Tyree Wilson. Patriots pick up Paris Johnson. Packers get Dalton Kincaid. That wouldn't be too crazy. And then their second pick is Cansey. I've seen a lot of people putting Cansey on the Lions. But I wouldn't say that they should take him over, Kay Adams. Oh, is she like one of them people that are trying to pretend like they've always been a big-time fan of the team? Oh, I've always loved the Lions. Like, no one did. I like how they think Lions fans just think that that's all true. Like, damn, everyone in the media loved us. What's up, Daniel? How's it going, man? I didn't know everyone in the media always loved the Lions. I had never felt that or seen that or like gotten that vibe once from any media show ever. It's good to know I was just misreading all the jokes and all the shit talking the Lions go through. These aren't bad picks, though. I just don't know. I just don't see a quarterback going to. Everybody says it, though. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. I don't know. Let's see, though. Yeah, it's quarterback. Will Anderson to the Cardinals. Tyree Wilson to the Colts. Jalen Carter. Devin Withers. Hey, there you go. Bucky Brooks says Lions will get Witherspoon. Patriots. Broderick Jones. We lost. Yeah, I was gonna say they were literally laughing at the guy, calling him like a dumbass and shit. They're like, I've always been in on the Dan Campbell train. Like, huh? Motherfuckers were ringing it's time to end the Dan Campbell experiment bell because they started 0-2 or some shit. I don't know. The media is very fake about the whole Lions thing. It's very funny to watch them try to pretend like, no, we've always loved the Lions. Like, nah, you haven't. Lions fan, what do you think? People who like the Lions just, it's so odd that they just act like nobody remembers the shit they've talked. Have to wake up at 6:30. Yeah, that's brutal. Well, I'm glad some people started hanging out and chit-chatting because, I don't know how much longer I was going to do this, but we've lasted an hour now. That's pretty cool. May private this stream still and just kind of piece it up and upload it as segments. That might be a little easier than just letting this stay up as a host stream. I don't know. We'll see how it plays. I think it's only received like 40 views. I think it's just that time of year again. Until the draft on Thursday, I don't think this channel is going to do well with NFL content. I wish the people who liked NFL didn't just check out for several months at a time. It's like, well, we still do football content here, guys. Yeah, I could do that. Just piece that up and we just have fun making fun of them. Look how retarded they all are. They all have tiny dicks. There you go. I just made that video perfect. XFL has 0 drop. Yeah, pretty much none. Like, here's the thumbnail. All right, there we go. That'll go on the trending page. Everyone will think it was shocking. You guys want to see a cool trick I seen? Hold on a minute. Let me see if this works. I don't know if I know how to do this. Oh, it worked. You guys see how I just did magic? Oh, let me see if I can do that again. I'll show it again. Watch my hands. Come on. There we go. That's pretty funny. That time it worked pretty good. I learned magic the other day. I learned how to bring my body through parts of it. Very painful the first time I did it. I bled for about an hour. I kind of fucked that one up. That's all right. It's real powerful magic. Definitely do one. Yeah, yeah. I think those are all pretty solid. Do you guys? Did I do? How was that trick? Did that work like once or twice? Did I like fool anybody once? It's an optical illusion. See what like how the way that works is like you have one hand forward and then you like bring the other one, and then as you're starting to curl like your backhand, you just quickly shut this hand. See, you can see the effect starting to happen even when I'm trying to explain it slowly. You curl, shut this hand, and then pull back quickly. Yeah, because I messed up a couple times. Yeah, it's a pretty cool trick. Once you learn how to do it, you practice it in front of a mirror, and then you'll be like, "Holy shit, that's really cool! I'm gonna fuck people's brains up." Okay, cool. I also have another video. I have a YouTube short I can make. Be like, Dirty Rob does a magic trick. It's pretty good. See this? Am I back? All right, my mic's back. I messed that all up. I don't know how. I bumped my mic. One more time. I don't know if that. There we go. That was a really good one. That was a really good one. That second one. There we go. I'm just learning how to do the trick. I've only done it like 12 times probably in my life. I did it really good one time, and then I went, all right, I know how to do this now, and then I moved on. And then I did it a second time before the stream started. I was like, I have to show these guys this trick. This is awesome. I watched a big ass Indian guy do it on a video on Twitter, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna learn how to do this. How the fuck's he doing that? So I watched it in super slow motion. Went, oh, I get it. He's like holding his hand straight out, and then like he's bringing this hand in, pretending to curl it, and as he does it, he curls that one and pulls it back like that, you know. It's like, something like that. I'll get really good at that, by the way, to the point where it's an annoying trick that I have. And I'll just fucking be walking down. I'll just be walking in public and be like, anybody want to see a magic trick? Do it to the right people and they'll think I'm an actual wizard and kill me. So I have to be careful. So I won't play. I want to learn a bunch of other like shitty magic skills that are like very just much optical illusions. But like if I do it if I do it right, I can kind of pretend like I have magic. Just because it'd be really funny to screw with people that way. If I wouldn't have gone over the trick, Kenny's mind would be fucking blown right now. I know it was just messing around. Hey, what's up, Curtis, man? How you doing? How you doing? I remember you. How you been? Do. Probably go for a little bit longer here tonight. Mainly just because we've covered all the topics and it's 10:30 and I don't have much, you know. I'm sitting here doing like hand magic. You guys want to see another magic trick I'm really good at? Well, no, never mind. I can't. My thumbs are fucked up. Back before I had thumb damage or nerve damage in my thumbs, I used to be able to do a bunch of funny like thumb tricks. Now my thumb moves too slow and I can't do them anymore, so never mind. Been good? Yeah, I feel that. I've been good too. Been good too. Can you guys do any magic tricks? Let's see what else we got in terms of fun mock drafts. Lewis, who's Lewis? Rhett Lewis? Seems like a fake name. We'll see what he's up to. Bryce Young, CJ, everybody. Every one of these people put. I mean, why? And they'll do like these elaborate scenarios where like Will Anderson could they'll always put the Texans taking an edge, and it's like, why not just give him the best one? What the fuck? These quarterbacks aren't that good. Jalen Carter goes to the Lions. That's pretty cool. Good draft for the Lions. Witherspoon to the Raiders. Texans get Lucas. See what I mean? Like, why? They just kind of get screwed in this. It's like, well, they can have the Christian Gonzalez. That's been a long-running theme. Lions get Dalton Kincaid, even though they could have taken that kid from Notre Dame. Cody Mauch goes to the Bills. That'd be quite the pickup. Yeah, we'll be live Thursday for it. Yep. Should be a good time. All right, it's not a bad mock. Not a bad mock. Who we else got? I mean, who else do we got? I don't know how I said that so backwards. Who else we got that would football draft? Yeah, everybody's got the Texans taking Stroud. Maybe I'm missing something. Whoa, Tyree Wilson goes all the way to 3. The Colts take Will Levis. What's going on? Will Anderson falls all the way to the Seahawks. Sheesh. Arizona's stupid if they let that happen. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a real bad decision for them. They let Nick Bosa go to someone else in their division, and they're gonna do it again. Probably not the best idea. Jalen Carter to the Lions. Again, that's a solid pick. Jackson Smith and Jigba to the Texans with their other one. Pretty solid. Patriots get Christian Gonzalez. Seen that one a lot. The Packers get Dalton Kincaid, or whatever, how you say that. Bijan Robinson to the Lions. I've seen that one a lot. Pretty boring the rest of the round. I really only care about like 3 or 4 teams, for obvious reasons. Oh, 3.0 for Daniel Jeremiah. That's always a good one. Did I already look at this? Bryce Young, Stroud, Richardson, Carter, Witherspoon. Yeah, I think I have. Oh, Bijan to the Patriots. I haven't seen that one. That's interesting. Who the Packers get? Paris Johnson. Cansey. Interesting. Interesting. Oh yeah, man. Should be a good time. I'm pretty excited for the draft. I'm wondering what crazy trades we see. I'm guessing maybe outside of like the Jets and Packers. I'm thinking there's going to be a shock trade on the draft day. Like equivalent to the Titans trading AJ Brown. It could be the Titans trading Derrick Henry. And the Eagles trading away one of their first for him. That might be too high for a running back with a decent sized contract. I don't know, actually. You have to give up a first to get Derrick Henry. Speaking of Derrick Henry, we really didn't talk about that much. Is he getting traded? Are they going to actually do that? Does somebody actually want to take his contract? Because apparently, if he's traded, the Eagles or the Titans have like $42 million in dead cap, and it's like, I know they could trade parts of that contract over to whoever, but is like who? Like, and the rumors have essentially all come from kind of like a similar one thing. Again, it's just some guy's name on Twitter that I like. It seems like someone, I don't know if that's a real person, if it's just some guy who just says he has Twitter sources. I've never heard of him before. Don't know why he's the only one who's known that story so far. Let's see. I'm gonna go see if I can find the name, and I'll show you what I mean by it. It's kind of like a weird. Is it real or is it? I don't personally think it's real. And I'll show you why. Let's see. Where's the rumors about the Eagles? Ah, here we go. Here's the actual rumors. Coming right here. Control V. Really? Oh. Akbar. This is this guy's name. I didn't ever click on his profile and didn't know that. That's his last name. Gabajaba. See, I was just saying shit to be mean. If you didn't know this guy was real, you'd just think that was a fake name. You'd be like, "Oh, Akbar, yeah, that's not a real name." So I don't know if that's real. It's the only person who's reported on this at this point. So I kind of doubt that. But if it does happen, a guy named Akbar Baja, really long ass name, is the guy who broke it. Pretty astounding turn of events on that one. New York had another earthquake, 3 in 3 months in the Buffalo area. Well, that's not good, right? When did Buffalo had another earthquake? Are they like small earthquakes? Panthers won again? Hell yeah. Hard to stop them. Hey, we have 14 likes on the stream. I appreciate that. And about 60 views. All right, VOD did pretty good. It could probably just stay up then. 3.6. That's pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly earthquake. That's a pretty gnarly hurricane. Completely wrong weather, but not like just everything was wrong about what I was gonna say. I guess it does make a little bit of sense. Uh-oh. Playback lost a little bit. Don't know what happened. My playback went wonky. Oh well, not a big deal. For now anyway, until my internet starts fucking up. I hate this place at night sometimes with Wi-Fi. It just gets all weird. Yeah, Jags, it is. But what are you gonna do? Maybe if I had better viewers, unlike you, Jags, my channel would be a little better. I blame this one on you, Jags. You should be a better viewer, and then we could attract more viewers. But I'm stuck with pieces of shit like you, and, you know, I can't really do anything about it. I have to protect all the retarded people on this channel, so, you know, you have a place to hang out. And unfortunately, it's brought great peril to the quality of the streams. Same here, Blue. Exactly. Be a better person, Jackson. The streams would do better. Fucking piece of shit ruining my channel. Maybe, maybe they got the yeah, probably. I mean, they could maybe, yeah, but they'd have to trade. They'd have to trade the contract. Like they'd have to eat the contract to get the picks, and then it's like, is that even really worth it? Eating $40 million. Probably have to say no to that. But Jack, since you don't like the channel very much, I'm getting the feeling that you don't really like this place too much. So maybe the mods should go. I'm starting to think you might have been the person who did all that shit, so. Don't really need you as a mod right now. Maybe a different stream you can have it back. No, I don't use StreamYard. I just like OBS. I don't like that StreamYard started charging for what was basically free shit. It's like it's a garbage service if you use the free version. So I'm like, I don't fucking do that. StreamYard is fine though, if you don't mind it. It's just like, I just feel like it's so limited, and I think if you don't pay for it, it like messes with it. So I'm all good on that. I'm playing Madden 2011 just so I can remember how badass Calvin Johnson was. OBS. It's streaming equipment. It's just like a streaming software. I'm playing old Madden just to remember. Yeah, it was a pretty good time. You pay for StreamYard? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't like paying for stuff, and OBS is free, so. I know all that shit's like dirt cheap, but like, there's free and better options available. So, in my opinion, anyway. Like, I can do whatever I want on my screen. See? Woo! Look at me on this big ass body. I'm trending. I'm the guy in the body. That's pretty fun. I don't know though, guys. I'm pretty well spent. I wasn't gonna do much longer on this stream. Yeah, I don't really like streaming with people. I don't really trust anybody. And I'm not streaming with a soul till after my channel strike goes away. I don't need anybody to... Oh, you want to play that game? Alright, well, fine. I'll just take it away then, faggot. See ya. Gonna admit that it was you that was fucking around like that earlier, you little bitch, or... You too much of a pussy to admit that you were the one who did all that shit? Huh? Pussy? Gonna admit it was you yet? Or are you too much of a little bitch? And it's kind of what I thought, Jax. Yeah, Jax. You gonna admit it was you finally? Or what? Oh, I hope so too, Mike. I hope it does. Well, Jax, you gonna be a man and finally admit what the fuck you did? Hey, fuck you, pussy. Talk about being a fucking pussy. Look at this dude. Talk about being a fucking pussy. This fucking loser. Shit ass football team. Get the fuck out of here. Just make an alt account like you usually do and then come in, you know. Yeah, yeah, eventually, Curtis. It would be fun. Yeah, and I'll definitely like to. It's just I don't want to I have to kind of be chill on my account until like July something. I forgot the exact date. Fucking retard Jags. He can just make an alt like he usually does. If he didn't do it, he can come and tell me. Until then, he just he remains the culprit who did it. Gave him plenty of chance to bet it wasn't me. I'll just take silence as admitting it, and now I have finally someone to blame. Yeah, I really hope the Rodgers trade collapses in on itself. That would be quite humorous. All right, though, everybody. I think that's that. Though it does feel like the Rodgers trade is just around the bend from being completed. You know, I give people back mods to be a nice guy when I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have taken it away. I was being a dick. And then I give it back and they freak out like that. It's gonna be, it's gonna happen, but oh, dude, yeah, if it doesn't go down, the hilarity that will ensue from that trade failing will be something. I don't think the Schadenfreude of that trade failing, just it would be great. He probably retires if he doesn't get traded to Green Bay or out of Green Bay. He'll probably retire. Yeah, that'll be the end. He won't play next year, I'm guessing, right away. Yeah. I would have to, because I think he said it's the Jets are nowhere. I think he's actually made that statement. He's either playing with the Jets or not playing next year. So he's gotten to that stage where it's like it's either there or nowhere at this point. Oh. I guess YouTube is, sometimes it has to give people reminders. I don't fucking know. All right, guys, that's an hour and a half. I'll stay on for a little bit longer, but I don't think it'll be much. Won't be too much longer. Yeah, I guess they see it themselves as like a quarterback away, and they can draft it. I don't know. I guess they just view it as Aaron Rodgers as the step to take over. When it's like, okay, we'll see. I appreciate everyone who tuned in tonight, by the way. Thank you guys very much. It's been a fun stream, actually. It's kind of had like weird ups and downs in it, where it was like it started kind of weirdly slow, then it like upped up, and then it kind of got slow, then it picked back up. Kind of this weird ebb and flow to it. It's been a decent stream. I've enjoyed it. I think we got some decent talk out of it. I got some good content I can make videos out of potentially. But I think I'm just going to keep the stream up. 60 views to me is pretty good for a stream at this time of year in the NFL. Fucking not anything different. It'll view itself slowly up to 100 probably. So the Northern Lights can be seen in Michigan tonight. Let's see if I can. Probably look out. Yeah, have a good night, Blue. I'm gonna probably get out of here too. Texans are a step away. Yeah, just I hope you guys draft Will Anderson. I think you should avoid the quarterback stuff. But I think you guys are in the right direction if you're a Texans fan. Kenny, you could probably definitely see the Northern Lights by you, can't you? If you look outside, is the sky green? But that's probably not a rare occurrence up by you, almost. Up in the up. Well, at least I would imagine the UP. You've probably seen the Northern Lights up there. 50 degrees here in late April. Is that cold or warm? I guess that must be cold. You never saw them before? Oh, well, it's kind of surprising that you guys haven't they don't pop up there. Cold? Yeah, that sounds pretty cold actually. All right, though, guys. I think that's that. Unless anybody has anything major else to add in before we get out of here, I think I'm gonna end her up tonight. You saw them, but not me. Fair enough. Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably easy to see up there eventually. But that's that, guys. Like I said, tomorrow, pretty much all week is Tigers games. Thursday, of course, is the NFL draft, which is what time does that start? Yeah, it's all right, Trey. I understand, man. Sorry, I can't really make it. Whenever you're streaming, it always seems like our streams intercept each other at like the wrong time. Have a good one, Curtis. Sorry, I can't believe I forgot your name for a second. I was like, just not used to your name not being Curtis anymore. Or Lord Blanket is Star Wars. Who's Star Wars Squawk Box? Wait, is that your channel name? Oh, that's okay. Okay. I was gonna say, wait a minute. They typed almost the exact same. I thought that okay, it is the same person. All right. Okay, that's what I thought, Curtis. That's what I thought, man. I just had to make sure. That's all, man. That is all. The fuck's the draft? Here we go. What time is it? Come on. How does it not have when the draft? Oh, here we go. 8 p.m. Okay. I was gonna say, come on. All right, there we go. I was like clicking on all the event info, and I was like, come on, where's the actual draft time? They're like, it starts at 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I was like, that's not right. Star Wars Squawk Box, that's a fun name. What's up, Proto? How's it going? All right, though, guys. That's about it for tonight. I think 7 p.m. Oh. It's at 8 p.m. if you live in Michigan is when the draft starts off. I found it. Gonna call you Hyper? All right, for sure, Hyper. Sorry, I'm getting out of here right now. You tuned in right at the bitter end of the stream. I apologize. Appreciate you stopping by, though. We'll be live again tomorrow. It'll be like baseball stuff. All right, I'm out. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah, Kenny, it might be too cloudy in Michigan though, Kenny, to actually like see the not Golden Lights, Northern Lights. That might be the issue by me is it's super cloudy, so things are kind of like, covered up. Yeah, hopefully you get to see them. If you are, if not, we'll be live Thursday for the draft, so that'll be good. All right, appreciate you guys for stopping in. Should be a fun stream whenever we go live next, which should be tomorrow. If I'll see you then, I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you when I see you next. Yeah, it's pretty cloudy here for the Northern Lights, which kind of stinks, but I don't know. It's like the third or fourth time they've been possibly visible this year, which is pretty cool. So, especially if you live in Michigan. All right, though. Have a good night, everybody. And go Lions, go Tigers, and of course, go Patriots. See you soon, Hyper. Everybody. Star Wars, Kenny. Who was all chat? Mike, Curtis. Sweet. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks a lot.